How are we doing? Good? Yes. So cool. I can't see anyone, which is good. So I'm happy to be here and to share my gift with you all. I've prepared 2 pieces, and the first one is called He Touched Me. One, 2, 3. The number of times he let's start from the top. Thank you. 2, 3. The number of times he held me down. His arm around my neck, I started thinking, what the heck have I got myself into again? The pain in my voice as I begged him to make the right choice, my voice breaks. Traces of tears start to mask my face, and right there after 3, he stopped. He finally listened. Realized what he did. He's not a monster, he's just someone who no longer exists. He's dead to me. I told him to leave, now I'm left with nothing but grief. Call it what you wish, I was raped. I guess 3 is all it takes. If 1 is enough to break the glass, then I must be sticking the facts, but forget the numbers. No means no. The moment he turned my no into a yes, regardless of if I pulled up my skirt, he had a choice. And I also have the right to use my voice. Millions of women are continuous victims to different forms of rape. And it all happens behind closed doors. Married, engaged, maybe not even up to that stage, but because we remain silent, the violence continues to spread in our own bedspread. We accept our fate, accept our blame, and our silence gives them the license to re-offend. Some of them don't even know they're offenders. He says, babe, just once, just a tip. Haven't you ever heard it rough? It's called rough sex, let's role play. And of course he always has his way. Not just because he's on top, but because he's stronger. And so you no longer have a say on how this plays out or when he pulls out. So the jury was right. You shouldn't have been there that night or turned off the lights. You gave him the green light, so you must be stupid to think he wouldn't go past your time. My heart goes out for my fellow women, the guilty victims. The ones who never get the justice they deserve because they believe with their own hands they serve this justice to themselves. I've had it up to here with women being used and abused. It's high time we hear the truth. You see, the truth is God's love and His mercies are new every morning. So when you get up from your bed the next morning, whether your sheets are still white or now red, there's no need for you to regret. You were never the one to blame, so there's no need for the walk of shame. All you have to do now is get up, get dressed, and move on. Thank you. Right. I know that one was a bit heavy, but it's even going to get heavier. So the next piece is about my greatest fear in life. So yeah, it's my truth. I hope you like it. Fear. An unpleasant feeling caused by the threat or sense of impending danger, pain, or harm. And I'm not proud to say that my greatest fear is in heights, snakes, or even death. No, my greatest fear is becoming my mother. And with the way that she loves to copy me, it's safe to say that she doesn't even want to be heard either. But things weren't always this way. If we travel way back in time to a time when she was at the peak of her career, she had just left the corporate world to become her own boss. A business tycoon, taking and racking in over 6 figures from one contract to another, the good old days, her glory days. This seemed to be the song that not only she, but most women I knew would sing so quick to refer to their youth, wishing if only time could stand still. And not against her for once, if only time was on her side and didn't sneak up from behind time. Why were you so cruel to her? Why must my age so violently depreciate me this way? I mean, I'm not bread or milk. Why then should I feel used, exhausted, or expired? Best before 30, I hear is the norm in some countries. So our DOB, which ought to mark our increase, only decrease and depletes, and with it sweeps away all form of freedom, passion, and ambition. And as I grew older, I couldn't escape it. No matter how hard I tried to claim daddy's girl, got that accounting degree, became chatted just like him, only to see my mother staring back at me in the mirror. See, our resemblance is unavoidable, it's inevitable, and undeniably our offspring. And now I'm faced with the same choices and decisions that will shape the rest of my life. So will I pass the test of time? Or will history repeat itself and reward me with the same result? Will my daughter aspire and desire to be like mommy, or will I only serve to be an example of what she mustn't be? And to make matters worse, I know things aren't encouraging out there. How it feels like the cards are stacked up against us. How it's either this or that for us. Marriage and kids versus career and dreams, not entertaining the cost of maintaining your elective reality. You see, with the former, you better not let yourself go, or you watch your dear go for someone younger. And with the latter, you can give years and tears only to watch your male colleagues become your boss. Despite the cost, not able to secure a seat on the board. I am bored of this. And letting this fear fuel me didn't even do the trick. It was like pouring water into my internal combustion engine. Of course I'm not. I lacked any drive. I was just stuck. So self-focused and self-centered, making it difficult to love or be loved. Because no one ever taught the women of my generation that if your self-drive is in overdrive, you end up losing the drive and you're only left with the self-bit. Call it selfish. But if the fear could only cripple me, then surely the truth must set me free. The truth of the new dawn. The truth that says the past has gone and a new day has come. And the truth that says women don't have to choose. We can have it all. Forget the tipping point. The sky is only our starting point. We are no longer limited by our gender or age, but instead we're empowered by the information and technology of our age. And despite our age, my mother can start again, I can dream again, and my daughter will have it all to gain a day where women are no longer in competition but have now become allies. And we don't have to believe the lie that we're not enough, because the world recognizes our worth. We are no longer driven by the same fear or paranoia, but instead we're driven by our God-given ability to transform humanity. See, this is my identity, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. A day like today of hope, liberty, freedom, and change. And it's all thanks to this truth that the future can start to look as good as you do. It's all thanks to you, our women of today. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you guys.
About paper and all that powerful shit, but I'll tell you what, it's fucking lovely stuff. So next up, we have Cici, only 17 years old, singer-songwriter. Cici has already got that support from the likes of BBC Radio 1 Extra and Radio 1, taking early inspiration from the likes of Beyonce, Dua Lipa, Anne-Marie, Bruno Mars, which I've heard of two of them. Cici has an undeniable potential to match that of said artist's success. Next call is the first offering from the Stockton-on-Tees based artist for 2022, but looks to be the only... That's not how you read, but looks to be the... No, that's just written badly now, well, that's on me. Either way, it's going to be a good year for us, so let's welcome Cici!
Hi everyone. Oh no, I can't see anyone. Come a bit closer, you're so far away. Yeah. Come a bit closer, come on guys. Come a bit closer, I want to see everyone. Okay, so... I am going to sing a few songs for you today. Yeah. Got a little set list in front of me because I do forget to translate sometimes. The first song I'm going to sing is called Echo. Do you guys ever feel like sometimes you're speaking to someone and they're just not listening to you? And you're like an echo? Yeah? Yeah?
That's what this song's about. It's called Echo. It's a bit of a slow one. We'll get gradually faster. I don't stay like this the whole time. It's Echo. Is that Echo? Said like 1,000 words, you didn't hear one. Guess I'm an enabler in your kingdom. See, from a point of view, you never listen. That is a no to you. That is a no to you. 'Cause time again, try to speak my mind. It's like you're blind to find a way to blur the line. You redesign the best of meant to line. So no more tries, no more tries. Echo, 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 echo. Can't you hear it calling on you? For you, so you should hear my echo, 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 echo. Oh, I echo again, always echoing. Won't you hear my echo, 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 echo? Can't you hear it calling on you? For you, so you should hear my echo, 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 echo. Oh, I echo again, always echoing. You would if you want to. There's no warmth, air is cold, too much leeway. Even though there's no more truth been so open, like we moved in slow motion. You never show devotion. Lie after lie, lie after lie. Time and time again, I try to speak.